We are Jonty and Millie, and along with our kids, we look for the amazing wonders of our world, living in Singapore and exploring beyond. Welcome to Wanderlust.
I've come out to Kranji MRT stop to check out the new bit of the rail corridor. It's not very easily accessible. I took a very long journey here from Dobigor after I dropped the kids off at school. The red line always seems freezing to me, but lots of it was outside, so it was quite nice to see bits of Singapore you don't normally see. Yeah, this is the start, apparently. Loads of trucks and things behind me, so hopefully soon I will be immersed in the green corridor. But I came out of the MRT station and ended up at the back, I think, of Turf City, which kind of looked like some abandoned theme park or entranceway to something. It was a bit eerie. There's nobody else really around, so I had to look up online how to get to this entrance, and I'm still not too sure where I'm going, if I'm honest. There's not a lot of signs around, so I may or may not make it to the green corridor. Let's go take a look. So here behind me is the sign, 21.8 kilometers, Tanjong Pagar, with the old railway sign. So I'm going to head in. So the trees have all these little signs on that you can look up a bit more information about the trees, all newly planted. I am still following along the road. This track has loads of like little stones on it, which unfortunately are getting flipped up into my shoe. I can feel them in my shoe, just slightly irritating, but it's fine, doesn't matter that much, I guess. There's some little tracks off into the green, but I'm going to follow the path because I'm used to getting lost anyway, so I don't really need to go off into the trees. Never seen these before. I'm still quite next to the road. When I came out of the MRT station, I turned right, but actually if I turned left, I would have been on the route, but I guess turning right just takes you to the actual beginning and then you can kind of follow on, but you could just come out and keep going along this way instead. I haven't got very far and I'm still next to the road, but there's quite a confusing sign that points both ways to the rail corridor. I don't know if they're different. I've seen some other hikers that cross the road, so I'm gonna go that way and follow them. I guess because this is so new, it did only open last week, that maybe the signs haven't been put up yet. Very loud. It doesn't feel very green at the moment, but I guess I got to get there first. So I wasn't sure which way to go, and I started speaking to another gentleman, and he was like, he thinks it was this way as well. So I followed him, and it is the right way. You can kind of recognize it by the brown gates that they have, so I'm going to follow it in under the underpass, and it looks like it's heading into more trees so I can be away from the road for a bit. The sky is getting bluer. I was a little bit concerned because it started to rain a little bit when I took Aspen to school, and then the clouds were looking darker and darker as I was on the MRT. But I think things are starting to dry up. It has been raining this morning, so hopefully I'll have a dry walk today. And I've still got loads of little stones in my shoe. Perhaps I need longer socks. I could have put my hiking boots on. I got a nice pair of hiking boots that I wore in Korea, but I didn't think to put them on today. I kind of went sportswear, but yeah, never mind, next time, eh? So there's a bus stop right here opposite Kranji War Memorial, somewhere that we haven't been to yet. So you can get a bus here. The first signs I've seen, I'm pretty sure that sign for Tanjong Pagar said that it was 23 kilometers. But haven't I already walked some? So I'm not sure how the walk is getting longer. Oh no, there's one of those little signs that says 21 kilometers. So 21 kilometers. 21 kilometers to go. So I can still hear road noises, but the sound of the cicadas are just so loud, and different bird song, really nice. I kind of wish I had binoculars with me to kind of know what I was hearing. There's been a few bikes go past me, and they all seem to be off-road bikes with thicker tyres, so something to consider if you're a cyclist. We love cycling in Singapore, and all the park connectors make it super easy. I guess this one's slightly different because it's technically the part of the green corridor, but a beautiful cycle ride, really, really lovely. And the idea of the green corridor is to make it so that everybody in Singapore has access to green spaces, green walks within 10 minutes from their door. So I think that's just great. I love Singapore for all of the playgrounds that they have for kids and families, so this will be a really nice network. They call it the artery of Singapore, which I really like. Oh, that's zoomed in. It looks like a little bit of like mangrove swamp down there. This is when I need Milo's good eyes, because he is so good at spotting things. Whenever we go to Sungai Buloh, he's really good at spotting the mud skippers, which are basically mud coloured. He's really, really good at spotting them. There's a big group of walkers up ahead, which is quite nice. So now I'm a bit more reassured that I am on the right trail. I think a few more signs along here would be a little bit more helpful, like the Park Connector has. They have like the line of all the different trails, but now that I'm on it, it's pretty easy to follow, or just follow someone else if you don't know where you're going. So I just overtook a group of uncles going for their morning walk, and they're all going steady, steady, steady. I think they're telling me not to go too fast, but I'm usually a fast walker anyway, so it's quite nice to go for a walk on my own sometimes and do my own fast pace, although I realise that the camera's probably like jiggling all over because I'm walking a bit fast. But yeah, gotta get fit somehow. This path looks a lot more tropical, with huge palm trees on one side and then massive, massive leaves on the other side. And they kind of always remind me that now that I do live in Singapore, I do live somewhere tropical when I see things like that, which, you know, I never want to take living here for granted. It took us a long time, it felt like, to get here, and yeah, I want to enjoy every moment of being here. And things like the palm trees, they just remind me that, oh yeah, we are in Singapore. That and the heat, sweating, that, yeah, the heat will do it too. Very noisy, don't know what they're doing. Much nicer. This is a little bit more what I was after, kind of walking on the ground, bit more of a track, loads of tyre marks. I haven't done off-road cycling for a very, very long time. Need a bike with good suspension. But yeah, now walking through slightly more muddier terrain. I guess it's been walking a bit, so I'm not sure if this bit would be good for buggies or not, or if you're planning on bringing your kids with a scooter. I don't know if this would be particularly suitable because the ground is getting a bit marshy. Once again, regretting my shoe choice. Walking boots would have been a much better option. This bit is so boggy. Don't slip, don't slip, don't slip. I hear a chicken somewhere nearby. He's laughing at me, hoping I'll fall over. I'm wondering if this is going to have the kind of sign that I'm thinking of, that kind of tells you where you are and how far you've got left. There's loads of different entrances along here, which is great. So they're all signposted by these markings on the floor so that you know just to be careful that there might be people coming in and out if you're going past on your bike. The sound of traffic has pretty much gone now. I'm not too sure what area I'm in. There's some HDBs around me, but I can just hear the rustling plants and the karua bird. Call it. We have one in our condo that likes to call very loudly, and Aspen likes to call it back, but I can just hear birds, which is really nice. You can hear a family of little birds just in there. I can't quite see them. You can see them flitting around, but they're chatting away to each other. I can see up ahead I've got another road to cross. There's a few along the way, but that's easily done, so I'm going to keep going. And ooh, what's that? Oh wow, the ants have like made this whole big crossing, but I think it's been slowly being squashed by everyone coming down here today. So the signs that say this way continue to the rail corridor, I can see it in front of me. Everybody just seems to be road hopping, because I'm not too sure where the crossings are. Some of them seem quite far away from where you are, so I can see I just need to go over there, so I think I'm gonna go and do the same. There's another path that seems to run parallel, and the cyclist did tell me, he was like, there's another way, and I was thinking, I don't get what you mean, but I think he meant that there's another one that runs parallel. Maybe it's an old walk, or a pre-existing walk along the way, but it's paved. But I'm enjoying walking along this green. It's really, really nice, and there's nobody else down this one at the moment, so I'm going to stick to this route. Okay, so I've come to a stopping point. There are no signs that tell me where to go. I'm gonna guess I'm gonna join on with that other path that I saw earlier where lots of people were on. And I think I just need to keep moving forward, so I'm gonna go back onto the other paved path that I saw. Decided to take a shortcut, but it was very squelchy. Can't really see anybody else around, but let's have a look. So the construction said it's going to be Villa Verde Park under the flyover, so I'm guessing it's not a block of condos under the flyover, but it will be an additional green space. There's a park connect to the other side that people are walking along, so this runs parallel to that with the drain in the middle. Nice, lots of tall green grass around here and nice big trees. So this side is a little bit shady, which is nice. I've already drank all my water. I can see a vending machine the other side, so I'm hoping there'll be another little stop off soon so I can pop out and get something more to drink. Although there's cars the other side of this, it's really nice just walking along next to all of these trees and all the sounds. I was going to go in and try and take a photo, but the ground is really boggy, so I have decided against it. But nice walk. The ground is quite bumpy again. If you had a buggy that was suited for like shopping malls and things, shopping malls, chop away around, I don't know how well that would fare really. And everybody else seems to be walking in my direction towards me, whereas I started from Kranji and I'm going down, but it seems like everybody else has started the other way and is going up. I guess it doesn't really make a difference which way you go. So I can see that I'm coming up to a park connector. Everybody seems to be crossing across a bridge onto the park connector, and I haven't seen any of those markers for a while that tell you how many kilometers you've got to go. So the park connector's that side, and it seems like this walk is using some of the park connector because I'm seeing some signs pointing across to this way from the park connector, but I'm going to stay on this side and just follow along on here and then see where we end up. But very much enjoying this walk, and it's nice that you can kind of walk in a long stretch, because I find in Singapore if you want to go for a nature walk you kind of got a few kilometers and then it kind of stops, it runs out, but this is a nice long stretch, a nice long walk. So I've come out into a car park. Yeah, the park connector bit seems to have split off. There's a family walking in front of me. I think I'm just going to kind of follow them and hope that they're not heading home, because I don't really know where to go now. Now that I've reached this car park, and yeah, there's a little ramp that's been put here that kind of maybe saying that this is the way. So yeah, let's go and find out. I'm super confused. I appear to be off the walk. Shopping out, which is quite handy because I needed some more drink and something to eat. But I asked the people I were following which is the way to go now, and he said that I can cross over and carry on walking, but I'm not sure if that's the right part. I've been walking for, I don't know, maybe 5 kilometers, Yeah, so I'm a bit confused and a bit disappointed that I'm not sure where I'm going. So I'm gonna have a drink, something to eat, and then try and find my way back to the trail. Once again, I managed to get lost. So I asked a few friendly people if they could show me the way, and they're walking it, so I am kind of following them. But I've topped up on drink and some snacks, so hopefully I will be back on the correct path soon. Not very well signposted. I even looked on YouTube to see if there was another walking video or something else. Yeah, I'm quite a visual learner, so I'm following the signs, going past the Kanji MRT station and around. I don't know if that's a new sign telling you about glow-in-the-dark track, but yeah, thankfully the other walkers led me here. It's pretty simple just to cross the road, but there's 4 different roads that you could cross on. I'll try and mark it on a map so that if you're following this, well, you might just be better at map reading than me, who knows. But I am back on the track, I'm walking along, and I've been walking, oops, I've accidentally paused my watch, that's annoying. Well, it's now 11:30 and I set off at about 10:20, so yeah, time for a snack. Smells good. I was so hungry and thirsty, I don't think I knew what to eat, so I just grabbed bread, kaya bread. This sign makes me happy, I'm on the right way. Don't think I could walk the whole thing today. The other couple that I was talking to, they've walked it all the way to Sentosa, connected it all, about 30-something kilometers in about 5 hours. I think doing this walk when it's cooler would be nice, but I don't think doing it in the dark would be great on some of it. But it's a very warm day. As I mentioned before, there are lots of entry points in and out along the stretch, so you can just duck out, get something to drink, get something to eat, and then carry on. And with the amazing MRT and bus systems, you can just hop on and off a bus to get yourself home if you're tired out and you've had enough of walking today. I think I'm coming up to Hillview MRT, not too far, but yeah. Woo! Love it. I need to be over there. That's the place that I saw in the video that I watched on YouTube. But I'm going to take the crossing because there are too many cars coming in and out. So we are going to cross the road and carry on the right way. Of building work going on. I don't know if this bit is to enhance this area or whether it's going to be buildings. I can see buildings behind it, but not too sure what's going on here. I mean, they've made the boards green, so I guess it's the green corridor. I think on a quiet day I would enjoy cycling down here a bit more than walking it. It feels a bit stop-start, and I think on a clear day like today, it's Tuesday morning, there's not many people around, I think cycling this would be really fun. I think if you tried to cycle it at the weekend, you wouldn't really get a bike down here because some of the tracks are quite narrow, but there's more of the path up ahead. And then I've just stopped at another crossing. You can see on the floor there's way in or out, so I'm just going to check on the map where I am, as I've got no idea at all. I'm not actually too far from Hillview now. I bought another snack, but I accidentally threw it away. Ah, so annoyed. I think because I put my water bottle in the bag to throw it, my other chocolate bun was in there. Never mind. So there's another way, this way. That says Hillview something or other. Hillview Arena. We've got Hillview Arena. There's a sign here that is pointing to continue for the rail corridor. The only one I've seen in a little while, actually. Oh, and a bit of a map. Let's have a look at what that says. So we've got closed alternative route along the road. It says that the stretch from Kranji to Hillview is 6 kilometers. I've done 8.12. I did pause it when I walked around the shopping centre, so I don't think that it's that. I did a couple of back and forwards to get my camera, but not enough for like 2 kilometers. Yeah, not too sure about that. So I am at Hillview, and if you come out at exit B, there's this new walkway made, and you can walk up and around to where they've made a bridge with part of old train track. And I think if I look ahead of me, that looks like it's going to be the rest of the walk. Let's go and have a quick look. I say quick, I'm actually walking really slow. I'm quite tired now. and I just keep thinking about my extra chocolate bun that I threw away. So I'm going to have to get some lunch. I would be keen to walk a little bit further, but I've got to go and pick the kids up today, and I realise it's a 40-minute MRT journey from here back to our place. So, commuter road infrastructure works, Hillview and Dairy Farm. New road link. Part of the tracks in the bridge. It's pretty cool. So further on you can keep going to Bukit Timah, but I am going to finish here. I have enjoyed this walk today. I think I prefer the park connectors a little bit more and the end parks, because for me I like to be a bit more surrounded in nature, even though it's just a small pocket. I think I prefer them, but this is going to have access to all of those kind of places, which is brilliant. So thanks for coming along with me. I'm going to go home and take a shower. See you!